This episode of Walsh Wednesday is brought to you by MHA of Dutchess County, Foam and Wash Car Wash, Juniors 2, the Council on Addiction Prevention and Education of Dutchess County Incorporated, Dayrock, Lockstep Rock Hair Design, A Touch of Naples Pizza and Pasta, Dutchess Beer Distributors, Feldman, Kleiman, Collins and Sape LLP, Attorneys at Law, and Walsh Valuation.
Let's stay curious, keep an open mind, and as always, I'm glad we get to spend some time. Welcome to Walsh Wednesday.
Hey there, and welcome back to Walsh Wednesday. As always, I'm Connor Walsh, and we got another Walsh whiteboard round for you guys. This one is really fun because baseball season has just started, so this is going to be a baseball-themed Walsh whiteboard. Funny enough, both these guys were commenting on the Bernie Williams questions that I had on the very first episode, and they were like, oh, I could so do this. And it's like, well, let's put you guys together. Let's put you to the test. So with us today, bringing people from two totally different worlds, but, you know, people who I've known in my life. Back from my high school days, I got Alex over here, and then from my post-college days into more, you know, broadcasting, I got Dan over here.
What's up, buddy?
Dan, Alex, how are you guys?
How are you, sir?
Doing good. I am so happy to have you guys in here. So for a little background on everybody, so Alex, you're a couple of years older than me in school. You were a senior when I was a freshman.
That's correct, yes.
And we did theater together, but funny enough, the theater show we did was Damn Yankees.
And it was awesome. It really was.
It was a lot of fun. Have you done much theater ever since?
No, because after when I went to college, I just focused on my studies and went to there. Actually, I couldn't even make the baseball team. There was guys taller than me, and you look at me at a 5'7" guy, I'm like, oh, I got no chance here. So
that's all good, but you still play baseball, don't you? You do a men's league?
I'm in a men's league. I just changed to a new team a couple years ago, and we had back-to-back championships.
Dude, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Want to plug your team real quick?
Yes, Hudson Valley Rockies, AAA season.
Love it. Fantastic. So that's what you're bringing in here. And, of course, show off the Yankee hat. Big Yankee fan.
Exactly. Since 94.
Beautiful. And then we got Dan over here. So a lot of you guys may not know this, but Dan was there when we recorded the Bernie Williams interview at Millbrook Winery. He was saying to me all the time at the radio station when I was interviewing Bernie Williams, it's like, dude, you never let me know when he's coming in or when you're doing something. Like, get me involved. So that time, fortunately, I was finally able to get him involved. Actually, that was your second time meeting Bernie because I brought you to another event.
It was, and both experiences were absolutely incredible. I owe you big time for that, buddy. You came in clutch for that entire thing, and both experiences were great. Even getting to meet Bernie. Yep. If you remember, I asked him a very long-winded question at the
But it was
first
a good
event.
Question, yes.
And you know, I kicked myself a little bit about the wording of that question because it was so long-winded, but it was an excellent time at both shows, getting to see him play at the second event, and then getting to talk with Bernie quick at the first one, you know, shake his hand and, you know, all that type of stuff. So
you said that you owed me one. Well, this show is what I guess I'm cashing that in on because I'm going to torture you guys with these questions.
Let's do it.
Hopefully, and more than likely, you guys are going to ace it. I know for me, I'm not as versed on baseball as you guys are, so I definitely had to do some research, but I feel like you guys are so ingrained in this world. I wouldn't be surprised if you knew every answer. We shall see.
Let's find
but that's
out.
why we got the wheel in here to screw everything up. So before we get into everything, we did this on the second episode where we introduced the wheel. We introduced the wheel after round one. We're going to start it before round one. So if they land on a steal, well, they're not going to steal points. They'll just get 2 points. So let's see. Alex, you spin the wheel first. See what you can get.
Fair enough. Let's see.
And you gain 2 points.
Nice.
So you start off this game with 2 points.
Cool.
And Dan, if you want to give it a spin.
all right.
Let's see. What do we got here? Steal 2 points. I'm not going to have you steal 2 points from them. As I said, since we're starting with 0, I'm just going to give you 2 points.
All right.
All right. So essentially, you guys are even again.
I'll take that. I normally am terrible at these wheel games. I was going to say, the one time I get a good spin on one of these.
You're going to get the 2 points. So, okay. At least you guys are even going into this now. So
Let's do it.
Whatever works. Here we go. We're going to start you guys off nice and simple just to get you guys into it. And I promise it'll get harder from here. Number 1. How many World Series titles have the New York Yankees won? Is it A, 27, B, 28, or C, 29? I know you guys were both very quick on that. Show your boards for everybody. They both said A. There you go. Correct. 27 World Series wins.
It should have been 28 in 2024.
That's very true.
We were so freaking close.
I'll up you one there a little bit. 2017 Astro scandal. That
That's-
team,
oh my
that
God.
team,
Oh, that would have been another
still
year.
a high point of contention in baseball and especially Yankee fandom to this day.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad now that most of that team from 17 is gone now. I mean,
it's
not
amazing.
barely anybody besides Altuve. I mean,
The last guy from the '09 Yankees title team, David Robertson, he officially just retired.
that's
so
right.
he was the last member of the '09 team that was still playing, and so there's no more '09 World Series champions in baseball today.
I remember that. Like
That's
some guys were
crazy.
eventually retiring, like CC and Brett Gardner.
Yep.
Like they were still playing just a couple years ago. But yeah, no, it's almost gone now.
David Robertson, highly underrated reliever. You look at his numbers on Baseball Reference.
You forget how good he was.
He was amazing.
Yes, he was
For a long time.
and he played with like loads of teams.
He was a journeyman.
Almost everybody.
Journeyman over the course of his career.
Exactly. So it's always good to have at least one championship under your belt.
Oh, yeah.
You would like that. Absolutely. That is what you would hope with baseball. See, this is why I have these guys. All right, here we go. Question number 2. Before being renamed the New York Yankees in 1913, they were known by what name from 1903 to 1912? Is it A, the New York Highlanders, B, the New York Giants, or C, the Baltimore Orioles?
College taught me anything, go with your gut. I wrote that wrong.
If you watch the very first episode, we had Trevor come in and he was like, I'm going to go with my gut, and then I'm going to do the complete opposite. He should have went with his gut every single time.
I think I saw that clip.
Yep, exactly. You guys ready?
Yes.
Show it off. He says A. He says A as well. That is correct. The Highlanders.
Yes.
So, funny enough, they were also the Baltimore Orioles.
That's what tripped me up.
That's what started them. Then
Yep.
the Highlanders, then the Yankees.
Exactly. See, that's why I specifically said 1903 to 1912, because prior to that, that's when they were the
Right.
Orioles, and they were never the Giants. The Giants were their own franchise.
That's true. And then they moved to San Francisco.
And then the Mets took their logo and insignia. Basically.
Right. Something like that.
Remember that for later. Let's see. Number 3. Oh, shoot. This was not supposed to be in this category. Oh, well. This category is classic Yankee trivia. This was meant to be used for later. It's more modern.
Oh,
So
good.
there we go. It's still Yankee.
Go for it.
Which Yankee was the first MLB rookie to win the home run derby? Was it A, Alex Rodriguez, B, Aaron Judge, or C, Hideki Matsui?
And this is from the time with the Yankees, correct? Or,
Yes.
Or like prior to coming to the Yankees.
No, they were a rookie when they were a Yankee, and this happened when they were a Yankee.
Okay.
This all happened while they were a rookie and a Yankee. All right, you guys both set? Sure. All right, flip it around.
I forgot the letter, but
He says Judge. You say
Me, which is
Judge as well.
Judge.
That is correct. Very, very recent history, actually.
Yes.
that he put on a show in Miami that year.
Yes. But he hasn't been back to the home run derby since.
No, he hasn't, which is crazy.
He said it was one and done. He said that if he were to do the home run derby again, because the second half, you know how players get into that whole thing of like they do the home run derby and it kind of messes up their swing for the second half.
That's
He said
true.
there was a little bit of like hangover from that.
He did struggle. I do remember that. Yeah.
He said if he does it again, it'll be when the All-Star game is back at Yankee Stadium because he can't not show up for that. Which
I hope that does happen
If you
soon.
think about it, the last one was 08 at the old Yankee Stadium. That was the last year that stadium was around. So Yankees are kind of due. There's been nearly 20 All-Star games since, so they're coming back in the
It's about
the
time.
cycle.
Yes.
Did you see his big home run? Just was it yesterday?
Yes.
2 days ago?
in the World Cup.
Yeah.
WBC, yeah, baseball classic yesterday against Brazil.
USA beat Brazil. Like
Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
I'm so off on my
Oh.
times, but I saw it and it was gorgeous.
Yeah, it was his first at bat. Bobby Witt Jr. got on and he took a 3-0 hanging meatball slider and put it into the left field seats, not the
Yep.
Crawford boxes, but just to the right of the boxes.
Yep.
But it got him off on the right foot, and then they poured it on later. Brazil kept it close though through 8 innings.
Brazil
they
was
got some
solid.
talent.
They were,
Brazil was very solid.
And then the ninth inning, we blew it away, I think. Yeah.
Manny Ramirez's son hitting 2 home runs in the game,
I did see that. Yeah.
just like his dad's swing, left-handed, but
Oh, you can see the family resemblance.
you can definitely.
and not just looks, but like in play. Oh my
I
God.
believe Manny's got another son. I think it's Manny Jr. Looks
Oh, does
just
he?
like his dad in the box. It's scary.
Oh, that I didn't know. Interesting.
Yeah.
Is he playing somewhere?
They're young. I mean, the whole Brazil team was basically like late teens, like early
Yeah.
20s, and they're like a handful of veterans that are like thrown in there that have played across the world. A couple of like former MLB players.
They had a
but yeah,
17-year-old pitcher
Yes.
for Brazil. I was like,
Jose Contreras' son.
yes.
Another legacy player. That's crazy. Okay, then. Wow.
I'm giving you a lot of editing to do later.
No, this is staying in. Are you kidding? Well, some of it. Actually, no. You guys, I think we're going to be good. This is probably all staying in here.
Cool.
Harrison and Trevor, learn from these guys. Let's see here. Number 4. Where did the Yankees play after they moved to New York from Maryland? Was it A, Tinker Field, B, Polo Grounds, or C, Hilltop Park?
Ooh, I'm not sure about this one, but like you said, I'm going to go
They
with
were
my
all
gut.
there. They were there at one point, but which one fits this time period from the move to New York? I mean, from Maryland to New York.
I could be wrong on this one. I don't know yet.
All right, you guys showing off?
Yes.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, show. They're both saying Polo, and they are both Incorrect. It was Hilltop Park. Polo came next.
Polo was such a famous stadium,
Yes.
though. So
It's like 500 plus feet to center field, just absolutely ridiculous.
inside the Parkers all day, probably.
Exactly. Yeah, you guys were off just slightly on the timeline.
What was it again?
It was Hilltop Park.
Hilltop.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yep. All right, so we got them with one question. Wow. We'll see how many more we go from there.
He throws a curveball.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go. There's your rim shot.
Trust me, we got all the sound effects, my friend. This one should be an easy one for you. Return to form. Who was the first Yankee player to have his number retired? Was it A, Babe Ruth, B, Joe DiMaggio, or C, Lou Gehrig?
Ooh.
Let's show off the answers. Alex is saying A.
Babe.
Dan is saying
C, Gehrig.
Oh, the first time that you guys are having differing answers. And the answer is C, Lou Gehrig.
If
Babe was shortly after.
I was going to say, he wasn't far behind, I don't think.
Babe was shortly after, and the thing with Lou Gehrig getting his number retired, he was actually the first professional athlete to get his number retired in sports, period. So that kind of started the whole thing of
that's how
players
it did it.
retiring numbers.
Yep. And of course, that was shortly after the I'm the luckiest man on the face of the earth
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
You know, the whole reason why, Lou Gehrig's disease, unfortunately, it's never great when you have a disease named after you.
No, it's not.
So that was how they wanted to honor him.
To slightly turn the downside of that up a little bit, if you're like a real baseball like nerd savant, like you want to get into the nitty gritty and the numbers, one of the number one pages I could recommend looking at is Lou Gehrig's baseball reference page, because his numbers for like a 10-year period were absolutely insane. Because if you remember, he became the first baseman after Wally Pipp, who suffered the concussion. He went in as an injury replacement, and then he went on to play his 2,130 consecutive games. So the next
Sorry,
one
Wally.
that he missed was when he had to announce his retirement.
Yeah.
But you also remember at that time he wore number 4 because they didn't pick the numbers because they wanted to wear the number. They wore the numbers according to where they hit in the lineup.
Yep.
So Lou Gehrig batted 4, Babe Ruth batted 3.
Yep.
So when you look at his numbers and you think about, oh my God, Babe Ruth hit in front of Gehrig, and Gehrig still had these numbers.
True.
It is bonkers.
The pressure. Imagine.
It's just, I can't even imagine being a pitcher back then. Like, you have to go through that whole lineup. Like, you got to face the both of them back to back, and the two of them combined have.
They didn't know it back then.
Yeah.
No.
It's
What,
just insane.
Murderers Row?
Murderers Row, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And that's probably how they got the name the Bronx Bombers.
Yes,
correct.
That too. Exactly. 100%.
What I just want to add, when I think of retired numbers, the first player that comes to my mind is Jackie Robinson, because he's
Yes.
retired major league and minor league teams as well.
Yes.
So you can wear it in high school and college, but anything else, nope, you can't.
To have that legacy, to have that where it is that overarching is incredible. Absolutely. I wish I had more Dodgers questions on this.
I mean,
too.
the one thing you can say, though, is that Yogi Berra, too, the day he passed, still said Jackie was out at home plate.
You know what? I've seen that video too, and I'm like,
It's so close.
honestly, there are some days where he does make it, and some days he doesn't look like.
It's as close as the Jeter flip play against Oakland in 01.
I was just going to say that. That play, it's one camera view looks like he's out. The other one, he looks like he's safe. So
Funny enough, I was actually going to add a Jeter flip question to this, and I was like, nah, that'd be too easy for these guys.
Unfortunately, when it comes to Jeter, yes.
Don't worry, Jeter is in this entire game, though.
Considering we were both born the same year, we both grew up spoiled Yankee fans.
Yeah.
I cannot deny that.
Oh, shoot. Were you guys both 94 then?
Yeah.
Okay. Then wow. We're keeping it very even. Very cool. Let's see. Number 6. Which Yankee pitcher set an American League record with 41 wins in a season? Was it A, Jack Chesborough, B, Whitey Ford, or C, Carl Mays? We're going classic.
This is a
This
classic.
talk about a deep cut. You said 41 wins?
Yeah, that's in a season.
You can't do that anymore.
I mean,
Oh,
guys don't even pitch enough today as starting pitchers to have 41 wins, so the only people that could do it would be relievers.
Doesn't happen. Yeah, it's practically impossible to do these days.
Well, there was a trick. I remember seeing this one video on Goose Gossage.
Okay.
He said that, guys don't do like over the head kind of things anymore.
Yep.
He was saying if you do that, you get more power in your fastball.
I'm not
and
surprised.
And he was like, these guys are just wimping it in and all that, not kicking their leg up. Like, use your whole freaking body.
Gossage goes on quite a few rants
Yes.
about the current game and the state that it's in. So
Yes, that's true.
that's another story for another time. 'Cause we keep
Right.
going on about that.
I heard about like doing the over the head stretch also helps not just with the power, but also helps with the longevity of your arm. I don't know if there's any actual science. I've heard this, but it helps with the overall longevity because it's helping to stretch you out better than versus just constantly flick.
It's just like a batter stance. Everyone has what they do to be more comfortable.
Right.
I'm a pitcher, and I tried to do that over my head, and it just not feel comfortable for me. So I was
Yeah.
like, just keep the ball, my glove right
Yep.
here,
Yep.
and just go from there.
Now,
So
baseball players in general, pitchers, hitters, all of them are notoriously superstitious as opposed to like
Yes.
any other athletes. Like Wade Boggs notoriously had like a chicken dinner every single day
Every
of his
single
career.
day.
oh
before game
yeah,
time.
that's right.
Uh,
Players would do certain things.
Yeah, and,
so
and some people, if like they don't know baseball, they'll watch it, whether it's the pitcher or the hitter. They'll just think, oh, he's just swinging the bat. That doesn't look too hard. He's just throwing the ball. It doesn't look too hard. But everything is so technical and so mechanical. There's a laundry list worth of little steps that you have to take in every little aspect of you do. Like in your swing, it's just getting your feet set in the box, to shifting your weight, to get your back elbow up, to get your foot down,
Right.
you know, and time the pitcher. And then that's all just the mechanics, and the bats hasn't even come off your shoulder yet.
yeah, and people have so many stances. It's so
Yeah.
ridiculously weird.
And then on top of that, you get the, you know, you're doing all of this while you have to see the pitch from the pitcher. You have to analyze it and say, is this up, down, inside, outside? Is this a ball? Is it a strike? Is it a fastball? Is it a changeup, curve, slider, splitter? You got to go through all of these motions within hundredths of a second.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's why when people say that baseball's the toughest, it's from that aspect.
Right. Oh, yeah.
You could say like in the NBA or the NHL, maybe the players themselves are overall more athletic and they are skillful in what they do as well.
There's
But-
an analytics to baseball.
Yes, exactly. And that's why you see that's like, you know, other professional athletes, they'll come over and it's like, they'll do like the fun thing. Like, oh, Kevin Durant took batting practice today with, you know, the Texas Rangers or the Houston Astros. And it's like, oh, that's what that looks like. It's like, yeah, because you can't take majority of the time, you can't take athletes from other sports, put them over into baseball. And
Jordan.
he made fairly good progress in the minors.
He did.
The Double A Barons, which, by the way, his manager with the Barons at that time was Terry Francona.
no
Oh,
kidding.
okay.
Nice.
Did not know that.
God, that's a name. Whew.
All right, but let's get to the name for this question. We're still here.
Sorry to get
Number
so
6.
sidetracked there.
No, that's okay.
So, again, which Yankee pitcher set an American League record for 41 wins in a season? Reveal your boards. Dan is saying A. He's saying B. The answer is A. Jack Chesbro. Whitey Ford, phenomenal. Set many records in his own right, but that is not one of them. All right, Dan takes an early lead with 2 points over Alex. Let's see where this goes. Number 7. Which Yankee outfielder pitched for his team in a doubleheader in 1968? Was it A. Andy Costco, B. Joe Pepitone, or C. Rocky Colavito?
Pitched both games in a doubleheader?
No, not both. Just he pitched for his team during the doubleheader. I believe technically he only pitched in the first game.
An outfielder, or
This is an outfielder.
oh, so they must have been winning by a lot or losing by a lot.
I forget if it was which way, but I just know that they were trying to save their pitchers for the next game.
Usually teams will do that if
Yeah.
they're losing by a lot. You don't want to waste arms.
Yep.
So
So I wouldn't be surprised if they were losing. I don't remember. I saw it in my research. I can't remember exactly. I just got this point.
Wayne Boggs did that at one point. I think in late '90s or '96, maybe.
Something like that.
Yeah,
that sounds familiar.
against the I think it was the California Angels at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. I couldn't give you the year, but that, yes.
Yeah.
I think both of y'all are stumped on this one.
I'm taking a flyer
Me
on this
too.
one.
Yeah.
All right, you guys both got something?
Let's
All
try.
right, show it off.
Said B.
Oh, me
You guys
too.
are both saying B? That is incorrect. It was Rocky Colavito.
When it comes to the '60s team, I don't know much, but besides Mickey Mantle
Yeah,
and Roger
Fair.
Moore.
Fair.
My dad sees this. He's going to be like, how'd you not get that one? I'm
You're
like,
gonna
Dad.
get whipped. It's all good. See if you guys get this one.
To be fair, I think my dad was like 4 years old at the time, so I might be scared.
You might be. Let's see. Another pitcher question. Question 8. Which Yankees pitcher was nicknamed Chairman of the Board? Was it A, Randy Johnson, B, Whitey Ford, or C, Roger Clemens? All right, reveal your answers. He's saying
now
B.
it's Whitey
He's
Ford.
saying C. It is Whitey Ford, yes.
Damn.
the nickname kind of tied together because Whitey was his nickname, but he was all referred to on his plaque in Monument Park. It's Edward Charles Whitey Ford, or Chairman of the Board, Edward Charles Whitey Ford.
Yep,
Gotcha.
exactly. For his just being so resolute, regardless under pressure. All right, question number 9. 2 more in this category. Who is the only Yankee to have his number retired without having won a World Series with a team? Was it A, Don Mattingly, B, Thurman Munson, or C, Paul O'Neill? Reveal your answers. Both saying Mattingly, and that is correct.
He was so close last year, though.
Yeah, he was the bench coach with Toronto.
Yes, he was. Oh. No, that I hate players seeing that do really good in their careers, and they don't even get close to the postseason.
I mean, what was it? 95 was the only year that he made it, and he hit that grand slam in the playoffs. And people will talk about today, like, that time was like the stadium erupted. It was like an earthquake at the old stadium when that ball landed.
I believe it. So I remember another time where in 2003, when we were playing Boston in the championship league.
Yeah, the championship series.
Yes. When Posada hit that 2 RBI double
off of Pedro,
he said the whole stadium was going nuts.
Oh yeah, and between him and Pedro, they can't stand each other to this day.
I don't
to this day, Posada and Pedro can't stand each other.
I don't like Pedro either, but ever since he pushed down, what was it? What was his name?
Don Zimmer.
Don Zimmer. Ever since he did that, I don't like him. So.
No, the irony of that is that Pedro's on the record saying that he always wanted to play for the Yankees. It just never worked out.
You're kidding.
I swear. Yeah, he.
Well,
it was just one of those things.
Wow,
and,
that is weird.
Which, considering we're from the same era of Yankee fandom, if you had to take these 3 players and stack them in an order of how much you dislike them, how do you stack them? Of these 3, Pedro, Manny Ramirez, David Ortiz.
Hey, all 3.
oh wow!
If you want to go deeper, I'll throw like Kevin Youkilis in there.
out of all of those guys, I would say the least is probably Manny Ramirez.
Right.
The one I would definitely watch out for would be David Ortiz, because he can easily pop a home run anytime.
Ortiz did that more than a few times.
I'm so happy he retired though.
I got to admit, as much as I can't stand him, he was really just like that good. Just you weren't giving him a glove. Like, he was all bat as a modern DH, like the number 1 DH, kind of superseded Edgar Martinez, because Edgar became most synonymous with the position.
And you forget too, he came up with the Twins.
Yes,
nobody ever reminds him of that.
I don't think I knew that. I don't think I knew that at all.
He was a Twins rookie, and they I forget if they just designate him for assignment, which for those that don't know, that's basically like getting released, or if it was a trade.
He did play first base for a couple years.
Early on, yes.
But then as he got older, he came a DH.
Yeah,
just thrived in the position.
Honestly, killed it. Love it. And also it gave us Keenan Thompson's impression of him on SNL, which is always hilarious. All right, we got the last question in this category. Which Yankee was the first relief pitcher to win the American League Cy Young Award? Was it A, Mariano Rivera, B, Sparky Lyle, or C, Johnny Murphy? Oh, don't lose your hat.
I know, I can't do that.
All right, reveal your answers. We got B or we got... Oh, dude, you got to give me one or the other.
Honestly, it was a tough decision, so I both of them were really good, so I was like, I couldn't make decisions, so...
Got to give me one.
All right.
Got to give me one or I'm not giving you any points.
All right, here, I'll go alone. I don't want to be alone, so I'll go with B.
That is correct,
okay.
B. Sparky Lyle. Yep.
That was my first guest.
So... That brings.
I forget. Do you have the year that Sparky Lyle won it?
I don't have the year.
That's what. Yeah, I was wondering that too.
I think it was. I want to say it was 76, but I'm not 100% sure because I think he won the Cy Young, and that's where he got the phrase like Cy Young to Sayonara. I think that was associated with Lyle because he won the award, and then they brought in Goose Gossage like the very next season. So it was kind of like, wait, I just won the Cy Young Award as the best pitcher.
Right.
Why did we get Gossage? But create a hell of a tandem.
Yes.
So that being said, at the end of the first round, Dan has 10 points, Alex has 7. Still a close game. And who knows, it might get closer. Wheel time! So just like in the last episode, both of them get 1 free spin. After that point, they can deduct points if they want more spins. We'll see what they choose to do. Alex, since you are behind, you can spin first.
All right.
Alex is up to 9 points.
Yay!
1 point behind Dan, but Dan gets his free spin.
All right. For the record, I just looked it up. 77 for Sparky Lyle.
77, okay. You were close.
Okay.
All right, let's try this.
Let's see what you get. Block. Oh, you get the first block of the game. So, Dan, you get to use this block anytime except for the final wager question.
Okay.
All right, that being said, Dan has 10, Alex has 9. Are either one of you guys going to deduct any points for more spins?
I'm good.
He's good?
I'm confident. Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So, Dan's got a block in this game. This could be very, very dangerous moving forward.
Yes.
We'll see what happens. The next category that we have here, if I get the iPad right, is baseball records and accomplishments. Okay. So this is not just Yankees.
This is everybody.
This is everybody.
Okay.
This is all of baseball right here. Baseball records and accomplishments. Number 1 in this, who is the only pitcher to throw 7 no-hitters? Hint. He got 4 of those no-hitters with the California Angels, 1 with the Houston Astros, and 2 with the Texas Rangers. A, Don Larson. B, Roy Halladay. C, Nolan Ryan. Show your boards. C. It is C, Nolan Ryan.
But not a perfect game. out of his whole career.
Not a perfect game. And you want to know what's even more interesting? No Cy Youngs for Nolan Ryan.
That's true.
No Cy Youngs. 7 no-hitters, no Cy Youngs. And you got Roger Clemens, 7 Cy Youngs, no no-hitters.
There's another thing about Ryan too. So they had they made this documentary about how fast you could throw the ball, and they found something interesting. There's a huge difference. Well, and they did this in the 40s and 50s too. And thanks to television, they clocked everyone's speed, and they only tracked it from when it hit home plate. And then thanks to television, they were totally wrong. Once they threw the ball, it was definitely a lot faster. So obviously everyone knows Aroldis Chapman.
Yes.
He throws 100 plus. But they calculated everybody's from the moment they left their hand. Turns out Nolan Ryan got it at 116 miles an hour. The moment it left his hand.
Jeez. Okay, I would. I'm not getting into a cage. No batting cage for me. No, thank you.
He had the nickname of Ryan Express for a reason.
Yeah.
And even when he was retired, then when he threw out the first pitch, he was still gutting it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Oh, okay, now I'm scared. I'm not even playing and I'm scared. Here's the next question.
Robin Ventura is scared to this day of Nolan Ryan, too.
Amen. This one hopefully should be an easy one for you guys. I actually did this one at trivia the other night, and people were stuck between two of these places. What is the oldest active MLB ballpark? Is it A, Wrigley Field, B, Fenway Park, or C, Dodger Stadium? And to make it even harder on you guys, they are all three of the oldest active ones.
That's the thing.
So which one is the oldest? It's also crazy, like, doing questions for these guys because they're very much experts in these fields. So when I have an answer that may contradict them, I'm worried I'm wrong. But I swear to God, I did all my research. I was very good. All right, you guys set?
Yes. let's
Show
go.
off. Saying Cubs.
Fairly confident. Wrigley.
Saying Wrigley. Unfortunately, both of you guys are incorrect.
Is it Fenway?
It's Fenway,
Damn
only
it.
by a couple of years.
All right.
Fenway was 1912, I think.
That I don't remember. I don't have that written down.
I knew it was one of the two.
And that's what everybody was
And,
between there
yeah.
at trivia the other night, Wrigley and Fenway.
Right.
See, I knew that because my dad just recently did a tour of Fenway when he was on a business trip. So, he brought that back to me, and I had that in my head for a while.
Nice.
All right, so a couple of these questions I'm actually stumping you guys on.
got a couple.
I'm kind of
You got a
proud of
couple.
myself. Let's see. 13. How many World Series wins did the Dodgers have before leaving Brooklyn?
Ooh.
Is it A, 3, B, 1, or C, 0?
Even with both Brooklyn and Los Angeles, I think it's only a total of...
I think they've got 8 or 9.
Yeah.
There's at least one because Jackie.
That's what I thought of, too. Yes.
You are so stumped, Dan.
Ah. Usually answers...
I know, he's quick with these answers.
I finally got him for once, maybe.
I'm gonna go with the gut. I'm trying to think because they have 2020. They've won the last 2, so they've got 3 just from that. They had the Gibson home run, which is one of the most famous home run calls in history. That was another one.
That was, I think, 1988, and that was against Oakland.
Yeah, Dennis Eckersley. He took deep.
Right.
All right, guys. Show off those
Yeah.
answers. You both have them written down. You both said 1. That is correct.
Yeah.
1.
I think it was
Hard to believe only 1.
1955 with, like you said,
Yeah.
Jackie Robinson. Yep.
Exactly.
That's the year he stole home.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So this one's a fun one. We were talking about superstitions before. This one gets right into it. Forget the curse of the Bambino. The Red Sox had an 86-year World Series drought after the song Tessie was no longer played at home games. It wasn't until this Boston Irish punk rock band revived the song with their rendition in 2004 did the Red Sox win the World Series. Was it A, the Pogues, B, Dropkick Murphys, or C, the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones? Have you guys ever heard of the curse of Tessie?
I haven't heard of any of them, so I'm just guessing
think-
here.
I think I know the song that you're talking about because if I'm not mistaken, this song, if it's the one that I'm thinking of, I'm correct about it, was in was it MVP Baseball 04, 05? It's like the most famous talked about like baseball game to this day. It was on like the PSP. Manny Ramirez was on the cover. I remember, I'm pretty sure that was a song in it.
I'm not sure if it was MVP baseball, but it was one of the baseball games at that time.
Yeah, 2004 was not a good year for us Yankee fans.
No.
Which, if I'm right about the game, and that was the 2004 edition, and that song was new at the time, it would line up with the timeline of the curse. So,
All right, let's see how this works.
Uh,
Alex is saying C. Dan is saying B.
Dropkick
It
Murphys.
was the Dropkick Murphys. Tessie. Yep.
I had no idea on that one.
I had
Pogues and Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, both fantastic Irish rock bands, but nope. Dropkick Murphys brought back Tessie. Tessie was a part of a musical. I forget the name of the musical, but everybody at Fenway would sing it to annoy the other team. It was essentially a troll song, or it became a troll song. But for whatever reason, they stopped playing it, and then from that point onward, they never won. So was it truly the Bambino, or was it Tessie? We'll never know because they were both roughly the same times.
Chicago Cubs had the curse of the Billy Goat too,
Yeah.
as well as many other curses.
Many curses.
I remember that cat came onto that field.
Yep, the black cat.
The black cat, and then
Steve Bartman.
Steve Bartman. I mean, hopefully he's feeling better now after the Cubs won the World Series finally. So because people were just giving him crap. That sucked.
He was just like any other fan. He did what any other fan would try and do. Like he tried making a catch on a ball.
Make a catch.
And everyone, the thing about that, everyone blamed him because the Cubs lost that year. No, if you look later in that game after that foul ball, the Cubs made like a couple errors. And
no, it's more than just that.
Yeah, why aren't you blaming the players?
But people can say the mentality, though. The mentality after that moment can shake how you play afterwards.
It set the tone going forward.
Yeah, and it's also funny because they parodied that. Did you guys watch Sweet Life of Zack and Cody? They parodied that
a little,
where Mr. Mosby did the exact same thing against the Red Sox.
Oh.
Yeah, they parodied that.
I know the show. I can't say that I watched it. That was more my brother and sister.
Gotcha.
But I do know the show, and I know the character you're talking about.
Because Mr. Mosby wanted to be like, he brought the boys to the game. He wanted to do something nice for them. Ball comes close. He reaches out. He doesn't realize what exactly he did wrong, though.
Technically, fans can go for the ball, but it has to be in the vicinity of the fans. They can't reach out into the field because then it's interference. But as long as they're in their area, it's the players going into the stands.
You do that, you're going to get kicked out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yep. No, he was in the episode. He was the most hated man in Boston. Yep. All right, number 15. This one's close to home. Which former Hudson Valley Renegade won the 2008 Home Run Derby held at Yankee Stadium? Was it A, Josh Hamilton, B, Evan Longoria, or C, Scott Potson? I can never say his last name. Yep, thank you. I can never say his last name. I feel bad.
Former Chicago White Sox, Scott Potson.
Yep. All right, show him off. I think you guys both got it. Josh and Josh, that is correct.
Arguably the greatest home run derby performance of anyone that's ever been in the home run derby.
I remember watching that one live, and I was just blown away. That was like when I was still playing baseball, too, so I was just so enamored by the entire thing.
I think about that, the old stadium, and just how far he was hitting some of those shots. Right, and then you had Boomer, Chris Berman, on the call, and he's famous for, the back.
Yep.
That was good. Him and Evan are the only lifetime renegades that we know of that actually got pretty far. So Evan's another one of those guys where I feel bad where he doesn't have
the championships to match up with his game.
Longoria was so good. He was represented the turning point for the Rays because before his rookie year in 08, it was the Rays were kind of a laughing stock. For the most part, it was they were just they're on the schedule, but they might have, for the early years, they might have as well been like a AAA team the way they were put together. Yeah. Just young players and old veterans just looking for a spot. And then they brought in the right management with Joe Madden and Longoria, and they had Carl Crawford,
and
Carlos Pena, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
really good players. They all put it together, and they went on that World Series run. They ended up losing to the Phillies, but it represented a turning point. And since then, they haven't looked back.
Yeah.
In terms of analytics, how the Rays run their organization, they are consistently still one of the best teams. Their record at the end of the year might not ever look impressive, but they're never a team that anyone can sleep on.
Right. There was talk of that they may not be a team anymore, but still, it's crazy. But I
give a lot of credit to them, the way they've done it. Andrew Friedman, before going to the Dodgers, he had a huge impact on that team. Joe Madden was the manager for the longest time. He was great. Kevin Cash has since been one of the best managers in baseball, and they make do with what they have, considering they're not spending the money that teams like the Dodgers or the Yankees or Mets or whoever. Yeah.
Some teams don't have the money like the Yankees do. No. So
and the Rays do it so well. There's this conception in the game currently where it's if you're making a trade with the Rays, you've got to be very cautious because it's if the Rays are trading someone, what do they know that you don't know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. Hopefully, that's always dangerous.
Hopefully their stadium will be repaired soon.
Yeah. They took George M. Steinbrenner Field, the Yankee spring training facility for last year.
The Yankees said, hey, go play there. It's yours, kind of thing. I'm hoping they did say that.
Basically, that's kind of what the deal was.
But I always love it how teams are bad and they just come out of nowhere. Like I was surprised when they made the World Series in 2020. So, and then, you know, other teams just coming up. Like I was excited to see the Rockies in 07 against the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who else? The Marlins. Those teams right there, they're what, 20, 30 years old.
Yeah.
And they have some titles under the belt.
Yeah.
So, well, the Marlins do, but we haven't seen much from them in a while.
Yeah, they won 97, and then the last one against us in 03.
I remember. I think my dad had some Marlin shirts, which would have been right around that time period.
Yeah.
So I remember like being like very, very young, and that was like a core memory. I just liked the design of the shirts at the time.
And
Right.
you forget too that 03, how many good players the Marlins actually had. Like Josh Beckett famously pitched an incredible game against the Yankees in the World Series. They had Pudge Rodriguez as their catcher.
Cabrera.
I think Derek Lee
Holy
was
crap,
their first
they had
baseman.
Pudge?
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, that he signed with Texas after that.
Yes.
AJ Burnett, I think, was on there.
Loved AJ Burnett. I modeled how I pitched when I played baseball off of AJ Burnett because I loved AJ Burnett's style.
Yes.
But yeah, Miguel Cabrera too, a young Miguel Cabrera.
That one at bat he had against Roger Clemens.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we're all voting for the Yankees, but whoa.
Yeah, he was like a 20-year-old kid at the time of the World Series against Roger Clemens, and he handled it like a pro. And then, of course, he goes on to have one of the most impressive careers that we've seen. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer, no doubt.
Right.
Amen.
So.
All right, guys, getting back to the questions. Number 16. Following the 1919 World Series fixing scandal, the curse of the Black Sox lasted how long until the Chicago White Sox won a championship? Was it A, 71 years, B, 77 years, or C, 88 years?
Because I'm bad at math.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
As long as you're not Googling, let me just make sure it's just the calculator. All right.
Well, they won it in 05. After that, I'm not sure.
All right, show off your boards. They're both saying C, and C is correct.
You know what's funny about that year is that they still won it too.
Yeah.
I always found that interesting. So.
Oh, and phenomenal movie, 8 Men Out.
Yes.
Terrific.
With John
And
Cusack?
yeah.
It is a great movie. And the thing that, what was it? A lot of people, not that I think people forget about, but because it was so long ago, it might have just been forgotten to time, is that scandal really disenfranchised fans to the game of baseball.
Oh, yeah.
And, like how
Right.
integrated it was with like, the mafia could have like these types of connections.
Yeah.
And like baseball was like down for a bit.
Well, that was
It
why
took-
Murders Row made such a big deal about 10 years later.
Specifically Babe Ruth, being the headliner of it, because at that time you got to remember too with the game, the stadiums were so much bigger. The game wasn't built on home runs, so Babe Ruth wasn't just hitting home runs and like making himself a superstar, like worldwide icon, not just like
Right.
American and baseball icon, but worldwide icon.
Oh, yeah.
He was out homering entire teams.
Yeah.
In terms of just his individual performance, and he became such a spectacle. It brought eyes back to baseball and
Yep.
kind of made people forget about the
About
the
the
black
curse of
mark
the Black
that
Sox.
the Black Sox scandal left on the game.
True.
Absolutely.
Here, let me ask you guys this. What's your favorite baseball movie?
Ooh.
For me,
based on a true story or fictional?
anything.
Okay.
For me, it's changed over the years. Here, I'll start. When I was a kid, I always loved The Rookie with Dennis Quaid.
Fantastic
Every time
movie.
I watch that movie, the next day I go out and pitch.
I just rewatched that not that long ago. Great movie.
As I got older, I really enjoyed 42.
42.
The history of
phenomenal.
Jackie. And then as I got older, I really enjoyed Major League.
Oh, Major League is
Major League
always-
is great.
I love how that ended.
The first Major League.
I always
personally.
love a good walk-off.
Yes, the first Major League. Second one is fun. I will watch the second one any day, but the first Major League, iconic. You know what I'm going to have to go with, though? Major League is a very close second. Mm-hmm. I'm going to have to go with Angels in the Outfield.
Oh.
I watched that movie so much when I was younger.
With Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey in a very early role.
Nobody knew him back then.
Was like Danny Glover too?
Danny Glover was the manager of the team. But then I've gotten to meet Tony Danza, and we've talked
nice.
about the movie.
No,
And
cool.
He told fun story. So he was watching his grandson at the Little League World Series.
Oh,
and
that's
word
cool.
got out that Tony Danza was in the stands. So people went out into the field and started doing the angel wave and got everybody doing it.
Wow.
And
What
That's
year was
great.
that?
that was recently.
Oh.
That was, when did I do that interview with him? Was that 23? That might have been 2023. So
Oh,
that was fairly
wow.
recent. Yeah, that was a no. Would have been 24. Had to have been 24 because that was the Town
Oh.
Square Spotlight, and I only did Town Square Spotlight in 2024.
Gotcha. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was like one of the last things I did before I got canned. So that was such a great experience. Dan, do you think you have your favorite baseball movie?
Yeah, I think if I had to go with it, initially I go to, there's a couple. In terms of recent time, I loved Moneyball.
Moneyball's great.
That one.
Moneyball is a great movie.
People still talk about
I
that
thoroughly
one.
enjoyed that one. Love Brad Pitt as an actor too.
Yeah.
some people will debate like how realistic is the movie compared to real life and that whole type of thing. But that's
that's movies.
Suspension of disbelief. You got to leave some of it there.
On Instagram, I always see people using that song or that movie, or the music when he when what was it? Chris Pratt is hitting that home run. Yeah, and that's a great music.
So many people forget that Chris Pratt's in that movie.
Yeah.
There's that, but there's also a couple of movies that I saw within the last few years that my dad introduced me to, and they're older movies. But one of them was 61 about Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris.
I haven't seen that one yet, but I heard about
their home run race, which, there's that whole movie deals with conflict because this was like true to life. Mickey Mantle was so beloved that like Yankee fans wanted Mantle to break the record, and the two of them were locked in it all the way through the year, like trying to break at the time home run record held by Babe Ruth. He had 60. So hence movie 61 is the record breaker. And Maris, despite how great he was playing, he got a lot of hate basically because it was just like, we don't want you to do it, we want Mickey. And then Mickey Mantle gets hurt, and that kind of left the door open for Maris to do it. So that movie is great, but I think my favorite one, if I had to put it up there, going back to Lou Gehrig, the question we had on him earlier, Pride of the Yankees.
Yes.
Fantastic baseball
Great.
movie.
Oh my God, haven't watched that, and that's good. That's a good one. Great choice.
Oof.
A lot of solid baseball movies thrown out here, and not a lot of overlap. Yeah, we can all agree that a lot of the films are fantastic, but it's interesting that each one of us has our own different favorite
Fields,
here.
yes.
That's fantastic. I love that. All right, getting back to the questions. We're going to be here forever. It's all good, though. I love this. Number 17. Who has the most career saves? Is it A, Mariano Rivera, B, Trevor Hoffman, or C, Lee Smith?
Come on, man. You really gave us
yeah,
this one?
that's
I tried to throw a few easy ones in there
Which we
in
do
case you
appreciate.
needed morale boosters. You got any person who's done trivia? Yes, you're correct. Any person who's ever run a trivia game of any kind knows that you have to put morale boosters in there every once in a while.
And who knows if that record will ever get broken.
We'll see. We shall see. A lot of these records at this point are tough based on the new regulations.
Right.
And Mariano Rivera, he wasn't even that long ago, but it's still, the gameplay is so much different now, whether because of health reasons, because of fan reasons, because of variety of different things. You're just not going to see the same thing.
And guys just aren't as consistently great as Mo was, which is a testament to how great Mo actually was.
Yup.
And adding to his legend, people will still say it, like the cutter is the best pitch that's ever been thrown.
His cutter was good.
Just
He broke a lot of bats.
A lot of bats. I think it was the Minnesota Twins as like a retirement gift. They gave him the rocking chair, but had a broken bat.
Yes.
But
Was it the Twins?
I think it was the
I
Twins.
remember it was the rocking chair, but I couldn't remember what team.
But it's just like he does it for 20 years, is the most dominant reliever the game's ever seen. Only 100% unanimous Hall of Fame ballot recipient ever. And he did it all with one pitch.
Yeah.
And he figured it out on a whim. He was like warming up one day and he just started throwing. People were like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, what do you mean? I'm just throwing the ball. And it's like, no, like the way he was throwing it gave him that legendary cut action to it. But
Phenomenal. All right. Question 18. Who has the most hits in MLB history? Is it A, Ty Cobb, B, Hank Aaron, or C, Pete Rose? Didn't even need the multiple choice on that one.
All those are very good names, though.
And show the boards. They are both correct. That one goes to Pete Rose. You guys are still neck and neck. Dan has 17. Alex has 15. Going with question 19. Who has the most hits in a single season? Is that A, Derek Jeter, B, Ichiro Suzuki, or C, Barry Bonds? Very quick on that. You guys have the same answer again. Show them off. It was Ichiro.
He's one of those players who I feel bad for, too, where he never got
Slept on.
Yeah.
Slept on.
See, the thing about Ichiro is he actually has, if you take his time in Japan as well before he came over to the States, he actually has more hits than anybody ever.
Yes.
That's true.
Absolutely.
And, he came over in 01 with the Mariners and wins Rookie of the Year MVP in the same year.
Yep.
And 01, that was the year the Mariners, they set the single season win record as a team. I think it was 116.
That was crazy.
That sounds familiar. Question 20, last in this round. Due to modern limited pitching workloads and standards, which is a record held by Cy Young that is considered unbreakable? So all of these are going to be records that I'm going to list off, but which one does Cy Young hold? Is it A, career strikeouts, B, career complete games, or C, season innings pitched?
That's a good one.
Yeah, Dan, that was one of the ones I was going to put down. I saw you writing, and it was like, nope, that was one record, but that's not the record that I put into this.
Would you mind reading them again?
Absolutely.
Because I was a smartass and thought I knew the answer before you were done.
Yep. Due to modern limited pitching workloads and standards, which is a record held by Cy Young that is considered unbreakable? Is it A, career strikeouts, B, career complete games, or C, season innings pitched?
Yeah,
Show it
too.
off. What are you saying? C and C. So they're both saying C. Unfortunately, your guys are wrong.
It's a complete games.
It was career complete games.
That was going to be my next answer.
So career strikeouts, that goes to Nolan Ryan.
What's it,
and then
5,714 for Ryan?
Yes. Jesus Christ, dude. And then season innings pitched, that goes to Will White with 680.1.
Was that like dead ball era, like before
Yes.
the 20th century?
Probably.
No, that was, we got into the 20th century by that point.
Okay.
But yes, it was like during that transitional period. All right, so that being said, we are at the end of round 2. Dan has 18, Alex has 16. It's only a 2-point game. Before we continue onward, the wheel again. Each one of the guys gets 1 free spin. After that, they can deduct points to get more spins. Alex, you were behind. You can spin first.
Thank you. Give 2 points again.
Gain 2 points. There we go.
Cool.
So it is tied until Dan spins. Let's see what happens.
Same thing.
Same thing, gains 2 points. So doesn't make much of a difference.
Short-lived.
Is anybody going to deduct any points for more spins?
No, I'm okay.
I'm all right.
All right. Nobody's going to be too risky. We don't
I think
have
we're
any
enjoying
gamblers
this, like
here.
keeping it very gentlemanly between
Exactly.
us.
I mean, we are gentlemen.
You guys are good. Again, Harrison and Trevor, take notes.
And pause. We're going to take a quick break from our interviews to hear from our sponsors. First up, we got our friend Andrew O'Grady from MHA of Dutchess County.
When we talk about mental health, we often focus on the symptoms, anxiety, depression, isolation. But what we don't talk about nearly enough is the root cause. And more often than not, that root cause is trauma. This is Andrew O'Grady, CEO at Mental Health America of Dutchess County. Trauma doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's an experience you've carried alone for years. Sometimes you've never spoken about it because it feels shameful or because you were told to just move on. But here's the truth. Holding a painful secret doesn't protect you. It weighs on you. It shapes how you think, how you feel, and how you move through the world. It can impact relationships and jobs, the way you attach to people and interpersonal friendships and work relationships. And you don't have to keep carrying that weight by yourself. Healing is possible when you finally feel safe enough to talk about it. Contact a therapist today. If you need help with that process, contact your primary care physician or call MHA of Dutchess County. We're happy to help you find someone. It's time to take care of yourself. You just may have the best year of your life.
For 60 years, we here at Foam and Wash Car Wash pride ourselves on giving back to the community because we're your neighbors. It's our community too. In celebration of Foam and Wash's 60th anniversary, we want to say thank you. By visiting the link on screen and in the description, you'll receive 1 free hot wax and shine car wash. No hassles, no gimmicks, just a token of our appreciation.
Foam and Wash Car Wash, home of the unlimited wash membership.
Thank you for being part of Foam and Wash Car Wash's story for the last 60 years.
This episode is also sponsored by Juniors 2. Come on out to Juniors 2 in Poughkeepsie, New York for Thursday Night Trivia, hosted by CMJW Entertainment. Play as a team as you work your way through 4 rounds of trivia categories in order to win gift certificates and other prizes. Juniors 2 Trivia Nights, every Thursday starting at 7 p.m. at 1126 Dutchess Turnpike, Poughkeepsie.
Next, we have a message from our friend Jeff Feldman from Feldman, Kleiman, Collins, and Sape LLP, attorneys at law.
Hi, I'm Jeff Feldman. In 1986, when Paul Kleidman and I started our practice, our goal was to create a law firm where you could meet with an attorney and feel confident that that attorney would be with you every step of the way. Today, the firm has been successfully trying cases at all levels of state and federal courts throughout the Hudson Valley and Capital District. We have been selected as one of the best personal injury and medical malpractice defense law firms by U.S. News and World Report every year since 2009. For all of those years, we were the only firm chosen in any litigation specialty between Albany and White Plains. Your case is important to us. Giving you the time and personal attention you deserve has always been the hallmark of success. Initial consultations are free of charge and always with an attorney.
In 1 year, I went from unemployed making videos in my family room to becoming a top 40 under 40 honoree, gaining hundreds and thousands of views. And I'm just getting started. It's time for the second annual Walsh Wednesday Fund Drive. It's Connor coming at you once again, and what better day to launch the second annual fund drive than to do it on National Connors Day? Seriously, that's a thing, not some April Fool's prank. Guys, 2025 was such a transformative year here at Walsh Wednesday, and I'm so excited to see what 2026 has to offer. Over the span of the last 60 plus episodes, not only have we gotten to speak with local leaders and creators, but we worked with platinum selling artists, Broadway veterans, Hollywood actors, banana ball players, and even Olympians. Because of the hard work from this past year, Walsh Wednesday is once again nominated for Best Podcast, part of Hudson Valley Magazine's Best of Hudson Valley. None of this would be possible without you, so thank you. You can help Walsh Wednesday continue to grow by donating to our GoFundMe and by voting for Walsh Wednesday for Best Podcast. Both links can be found in the description of this episode. And if you don't have the funds to donate at this time, that's fine, I totally get it. Just sharing alone goes such a long way. We got some really cool plans for 2026. As you've seen, we've recently launched our trivia spin-off, Walsh Whiteboards, which honestly has been a blast to film. Not just that, we're hoping to go on the road more often to show you incredible sights, stories, exhibits, and more that can't be captured in the studio. From the bottom of my heart, I greatly appreciate you for believing in what Walsh Wednesday is and what it will become. The second annual Walsh Wednesday Fund Drive and the Best of Hudson Valley voting will end on April 30th. That being said, Connor Walsh signing off for Walsh Wednesday on National Connors Day. And as always, I'm glad we get to spend some time. Thanks for listening, guys. It's time to get back to the show. And play. All right, so the third category, this is a category I didn't tell you guys that was going to be a part of this. The last category is going to be modern Yankees, so it's going to be stuff from the 21st century.
Okay.
But this category, I purposely left mystery. The New York Mets. How good on the Mets are you guys?
We'll try.
I think I know a little bit.
All right, we'll see how this goes. I did start it off easy, but it does get harder from there. So, what does Mets stand for in New York Mets? Is it A, metalworkers, B, Metropolitans, or C, my entire team stinks?
I like that last option.
I would love to say C, but
See, I do like the Mets, but I just remembered from growing up, that's what we always said all the time.
Right.
That was like the acronym. It's like people would be like, Mets is an acronym, right? It's like, really? What is it? It's like my entire team stinks. Like, Jesus. All right, you guys got it?
Yeah, that sounds like something that would be commonly said in a Yankee household.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. B and B, that is correct.
Nice.
Metropolitans.
If we're
Go
talking
for it.
about Mets, so my fire department, we have a couple of guys who are Mets fans more than Yankee fans, and we took a bus.
Why did they
down
torture
this-
themselves?
I know, right? We actually had an opportunity to go in the city party section in left field, right next to the field there. That was fun. So they give you food, drinks, and you're right there in front of the players. It's so cool.
I will say I kind of have to give it to the Mets in terms of the field over the years, like Citi Field in terms of because Citi Field and Yankee Stadium are the new one. They're same age.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
it's one of those things where as much as I love going to Yankee Stadium, I would have to say that Citi Field is probably the more quote unquote fun
Right.
field.
No, it is-
like
it
if,
is a good
like
field.
if you're
I
like
agree.
if you're like a baseball casual, and you're interested in the game, but like you're also have like equal interest in like the amenities and stuff like that. Citi Field might have a little bit more. Not to say the Yankee Stadium doesn't.
Right.
Like I know for me when I go to a game, I'm not concerned too much about like what's going on around the stadium. Like I'm locked in on game
Focus
time.
on the game.
Yeah.
So.
But it is one of those things where it's like it could maybe see within the next handful of years like Yankees like integrating some more stuff into
I would
it.
say it's the more family park.
right.
Yes.
Think of it as like a big family park. It has a little something for everybody.
I will say too, they modeled the new Yankee Stadium off of the old stadium.
Right, you have
and
to.
as fun of a stadium and atmosphere that it's in, and this might also be just from the fact that the old stadium was 80 however many years old, and this stadium hasn't had any
the house
as
that
much
Ruth
time.
built. Yeah.
Right. It's one of those things where it's not exactly the same. Like I remember the black seats at the old Yankee Stadium, those seats in dead center field that worked as the batter's eye. Like I remember those so vividly, and I thought it was like so cool if you'd see someone like hit a home run, like bounce off those seats because there was nobody there.
Funny enough, I've never been to the new Yankee Stadium.
Really?
Yeah. The last time that I saw a Yankee game was 07.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you go there, every time I go there, I feel like it looks smaller. Once you get in there,
Yeah,
it does.
that's fair.
So, but here,
Oh, funny enough about the get smaller thing. So the very first time that I
went to Yankee Stadium, and again, this was the old Yankee Stadium. My dad was waiting for that big-eyed awe moment of seeing the field, and my dad was like so excited to, experience this with me. So we, come out of the tunnel, we see everything for the first time, and he's looking at me and he's waiting for my response, and all my response is, the field at school is a lot bigger. And my dad was heartbroken. And the reason why I said that was because the field at school had no backs. It was just open field.
Right.
There was no, there was no spot to hit the home runs. There was no stands. It was just field, and that's it. So that's why I said that. But Dad, heartbroken.
I can remember that moment for myself too. First game that I went to, I had that exact same thing. It was like light at the end of the tunnel. You get through, and then it's just like the greenest grass you've ever seen in your entire life.
Yes.
And it's I don't have many memories from like that time. I was like 4 or 5 years old. That's one of them I can still remember to this day if I like close my eyes and think
Impressive.
about it.
Impressive. All right. Question 22. What is the name of the Mets third baseman who hit the first home run at Citi Field in 2009? Was it A, David Wright, B, Edgar Alfonso, or C, Robin Ventura?
I think it's Edgardo Alfonso, if I'm not mistaken.
Edgardo?
I believe so.
Oh. Okay.
I could be wrong, but unless I've been saying his name wrong for 25 years.
I'm not sure about
I'm not
this
sure.
one. I'm just guessing.
All right, let's show it off. Let's see. What do you got, Alex?
David Wright.
He's saying David Wright. Which one did you say?
C.
C. It was David Wright.
Oh, why did I do that?
It's all good. Robin Ventura was a little earlier. Let's see
Also
here.
got punched by Nolan Ryan a lot
That's
of times.
also true.
Oh, yeah.
Question 23. Another easy one for you guys, hopefully. Which of these alliterative names did the New York Mets not receive after winning the 1969 World Series, transforming the franchise from laughingstocks to champions? Was it A, the Mighty Mets, B, the Miracle Mets, or C, the Amazing Mets? Again, we want the one that they didn't get. So 2 of them, they were named that.
Right. Oh,
The
okay.
other one,
It's a
the
negative
one-
question.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Show off your answers. Both saying A. Both are correct.
Yeah, buddy.
The Miracle Mets is the first one that came to my mind.
Yep.
Yeah.
Miracle Mets and Amazing Mets.
I knew I was waiting to hear your answers, but as soon as I heard Amazins and the Miracle, I was like, okay, I know.
Yep.
I
There
feel
you go.
Much better now.
Let's see here. Talking more about curses. You've heard of the curse of Bambino and the curse of the Billy Goat. What is the more modern curse associated with the Mets? Is it A, the curse of the Big Apple, B, the curse of the bobblehead, or C, the curse of Coogan's Bluff?
Well, one of them I have no idea what it is, so I'm going to narrow my own choices down to 2. Now,
Show off. Both B, both correct.
Cool.
So I made up one of them. Which one do you think is the one I made up?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? My initial guess was that C was the one.
That was made up, or?
Actually, you know what? I'm remembering I think there was a player with the last name Coogan, so I think it's actually A.
Yeah, the curse of the Big Apple is the one I made up. If there is one, I've never heard of it. But yeah. But it makes sense for the Mets, though. All right, question 25. New York Mets get their colors from what 2 teams? Is it A, the Dodgers and the Giants, B, the Yankees and the Orioles, or C, the Rangers and the Astros? All right, show off your answers. Dan says
A.
Dodgers, Giants.
And you say C. That is correct on Dan's side. Dodgers and the Giants. Take it from the Dodgers blue and the Giants orange.
I think of Dodgers. I think of the white uniforms.
That's fair.
That's why I got tripped.
Yeah, part of it too is if you remember when the Giants moved to San Francisco, part of the reason why, like, Willie Mays was still with the Giants at the time, but they traded him to the Mets at the end of his career because that's where he played the vast majority of his career. So it's kind of like a way
I
for
forgot about that.
It's kind of like a way for him to retire in New York, was send him to the Mets, which I think actually got him to a World Series, I believe, towards the end of his career, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to look that up again, but
All right, question 26. Which Mets player broke the MLB rookie home run record? Was it A, Jose Reyes, B, Pete Alonso, or C, David Wright? Show off your answers, guys.
I think we just talked about it, did we not?
Yeah, we did. We literally did.
Polar Bear.
There we go. Correct.
Yeah, the Mets lost a lot of players.
Yeah. Question 27. Who was the first New York Mets pitcher to throw a no-hitter?
Oh.
Was it A, Johan Santana, B, Dwight Gooden, or C, Tom Seaver?
I remember that game.
I was about to say,
Just mentioned Tom Seaver. He didn't throw one with the Mets. He did throw one with the White Sox.
exactly.
So
Yep.
it's Johan Santana.
You guys got it. Perfect.
Famously threw like 156 pitches in that no-hitter and destroyed his arm afterward.
Yes.
But
I do remember that game, though.
That was against the Cardinals, I believe. I think, right?
Was it? That I don't know. I just remember the hype around him.
team, I don't remember who he pitched against. I just remember how many pitches he threw, and then it became one of those things where it's like every time a pitcher was getting close to a perfect game or a no-hitter, everyone's like, okay, what's his pitch count? How close is he to 100?
And that's what you got to look at.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Question 28. Which country music star tried out for the Mets? Was it A, Kenny Chesney, B, Tim McGraw, or C, Garth Brooks?
Interesting.
All really good names.
Mind you, they were already country stars when they went out for the Mets.
I don't know, but this is a really good question.
I mean, I know the names. I don't listen to any country music, so I mean, I can't.
I do. I didn't even know this.
Yep.
I'm going to take a guess on this one, but
He really wanted this.
Really?
Yeah. He really wanted it.
All right.
I'll go with this one just to yeah.
All right. So Alex is saying C. Dan is saying B. It is C. Garth Brooks.
Cool.
Yeah, no, he desperately wanted it. He really wanted that opportunity. Yeah, I think he did spring training with him. He did all the things.
Billy Crystal famously did a Yankee spring training.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember that too. Was that? I don't think that was as serious though.
I think it was like one game for his birthday, if I'm not mistaken.
Where Garth Brooks wanted to be a Met.
Yeah.
Where he actually wanted that to happen.
You also remember Russell Wilson, current New York Giant, but most famously with the Seattle Seahawks winning Super Bowl. He was drafted by the Yankees because he was also a baseball player. And he did a spring training or two with the Yankees as well.
Exactly.
And Tim Tebow tried to be a Met.
Yes,
that
he
was
did.
also a thing too. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You're right.
He didn't get very far there.
No, unfortunately.
I don't know if either of you guys know about it, but Tim Tebow, I won't say what it is here because not necessarily the
Oh, I think I know where you're going
platform,
with this.
but for anyone that's actually interested in the work that Tim Tebow is doing now and the specific kind of work it is, just do a couple of quick Google searches. Tim Tebow is a hero.
Yeah,
seriously.
We can say he's a sexual abuse and child abuse activist.
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what he is. And again, this is here. We're in the MHA studios. That is something that MHA does. So yeah, no, that's something we can totally plug here. The work that he's doing, incredible.
Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure, like to say specifically what it was. So,
say it.
but yeah, he's
dude. It's my show. Whatever happens, whatever happens, happens.
He was just testifying to Congress the other day.
Yeah,
and that was
powerful. I heard a few snippets of it. I didn't see the full thing, but
powerful and. With what he's doing, a real bright spot and inspiration for the work that he's doing, but at the same time, it's also just like, it's heart-wrenching at the same time.
Oh, 100%, without a doubt. Saw a lot of comments saying it's like, wow, an ex-NFL player is doing way more than our politicians.
Yeah,
which
pretty
is
much.
True, which is very true.
Don't get me on a rant about that. I'll go on for
Nope. All right, 29. Which player coined the 1973 New York Mets catchphrase, "You gotta believe"? Was it A, Tug McGraw, B, Wayne Garrett, or C, Rusty Staub? You gotta believe.
I have no idea. I'm just throwing my gut out there.
You said 66?
No,
73.
73.
Okay.
All right. Show off your answers. B, C, unfortunately, A. Neither one of y'all got it. It's all good. 30. Which first baseman won Gold Glove awards in 11 consecutive seasons? Was it A, Carlos Delgado, B, Ed Kranepool, or C, Keith Hernandez?
Ed Kranepool. Sorry, another Don LaGreco.
No, I know. I know.
All part of that famous rant. It's one of my favorite sports rants of all time.
God, I love a good rant. Is it sad that I knew Keith Hernandez first for Seinfeld before I knew he was a famous Met?
I mean, you are the youngest one in the room, so I'll give you a mulligan on that one.
Sounds good. Yay! All right, show off. Keith Hernandez and A, Carlos Delgado. It was Keith Hernandez.
Oh, darn. I didn't know that one.
I mean, if you got to think in that time, in terms of Yankees and Mets players, it was both a time where the face of the franchises were both star first baseman and Mattingly and Hernandez, and they were both considered like both of them were just not only two of the best players in baseball, absolute superstars, and it was always a debate like Mattingly's better, no, Hernandez is better. But Hernandez, phenomenal defensively.
All right, that being said, we are at the end of round 3. We have one more round and then final wager. Currently, we have Dan at 28 and Alex at 24. Still a doable game. Alex, you get to spin first.
Thank you.
It's caught right there again.
Want me to spin again?
No, it's all good. We'll go with this one, whatever this one is. I didn't even see it. Ooh, you get yourself a block, sir. Okay. It would have been the other one. Would that have been a good? Nothing. So it's a good thing that I gave you the other one. I didn't even see.
Thank you.
All right. And Dan, give it a spin. This is the last round, so this is the last time you can use both of your blocks.
NA.
and you got nothing out of that.
Oh, well.
Would any of you guys like to deduct points for more spins?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
you're going to
go.
do it?
Let's
All right.
do it.
How many? All right, just one for now. So, and then we'll see afterwards. So you're down to 23. Give it another spin.
Okay. Oh.
Gain 2 points.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. So you get that one back, and that's so you're at 25 now.
Okay.
Are you going to subtract any more for more spins, or are you leaving it there?
No, I'm good now.
All right. A 3-point differential going into the last round. So as I said, the last round, back to Yankees, back to square one, 21st century Yankees. So all stuff that we've lived for. So here we go. This is the stuff that you were either a kid for or it just happened. Number 1, Aaron Judge holds the team and American League record with 62 home runs in what year? Was it A, 22, B, 23, or C, 24? 1922, I mean, no.
I mean, if he did it in 1922, he looks phenomenal for
He
his
looks
age.
great. All right, show your boards. 2022. That is correct. Very good.
That was a fun year, too.
That was a fun year. I remember watching that when that was going on. I was excited.
Second of his MVP years. He should be a 4-time MVP because there's no one in the world that can convince me that Jose Altuve deserved it in 2017 over him. Absolutely no way.
All right.
Hopefully he'll be retiring soon.
We'll see.
I'm not going to miss Altuve.
No one will.
I mean, great player, but I'm not going to miss him.
Yeah.
Number 2, or should I say actually 32 at this point. Who is the Yankees' all-time career leader in hits? Is it A, Aaron Judge, B, Bernie Williams, or C, Derek Jeter? All right, show him off. C, the captain. Amen to that. Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
I told you. See, I told you. No, Derek Jeter. There we go. Now we got everybody.
They said for a while that no one was going to be a captain on the Yankees because of Jeter did so well, but you had to give it to Judge now.
Yeah, the Judge was a clear successor.
Yeah.
No, without a doubt. All right, number 3. Which Yankee did not play for the Hudson Valley Renegades? Was it A, Anthony Volpe, B, Cam Schlitter, or C, Jazz Chisholm Jr.? Show it off. It was C. It was Jazz.
Came up with the Marlins.
Question number 4. Who was the first Yankee to hit a grand slam in his first game at Yankee Stadium? Was it A, Jason Giambi, B, Jorge Posada, or C, Hideki Matsui? Again, both very quick with their answers. Oh,
nope, sorry. I was just centering it.
Okay.
I was going to write something, but I was like...
Show it off.
Matsui.
Matsui is correct.
I should have said Godzilla. That's
Yes. See, I was going to put down a question for that too. It was like, all right, I got to space out some of these questions. Now I have the same answer all the time though. Question number 5.
It's just like filling out a Scantron in school. You go on that run where you get like 3 or 4 in the row, the same letter, and you're like, wait, no.
Yeah.
I've got to change something here. It
Right.
can't be the same answer.
It can't be the
5
same
times.
constantly. All right. Question number 5, or 35, however we want to look at it. The 2004 Yankees had 2 players who finished top 10 in the American League MVP voting, Mariano Rivera and which outfielder who finished second? Was it A, Gary Sheffield, B, Tino Martinez, or C, Alex Rodriguez? If you can also remember what positions these guys played, that might help
That's, yes, that kind of gave it away a little bit.
Yeah, you got me. Yeah, I forgot the L.
Close enough. Show it off. Sheffield. You got that correct.
Going back to the batting stance, you know.
That was
One
another
of the most
stance.
legendary ones.
Absolutely. I always loved it every time that I would be playing like the EA Sports games.
Everyone always used to mimic him, too.
Everyone mimicked him, and every third base coach feared him because they had to be watching out for any line drive hit by Gary Sheffield down the line.
He could hit line drive home runs. That's what I loved.
Yeah.
It was just bullets.
You know how
bullets.
today's game, every ball that's like hit hard, you get the exit velo on it. Like
Yes.
like Giancarlo Stanton has like the record for like the most like highest exit velo or most like exit velo.
He's
ball,
probably got
whatever.
the lowest.
And I would have loved to see exit velo for Gary Sheffield on some of the balls that he
Yeah,
hit.
probably the lowest. Probably like it probably was like low, just high enough to get in.
A lot of them were like that.
We didn't have the technology back then.
You think about it, Yankees had a pretty nice 3-4-5 around that time because you had Sheffield, A-Rod, and then Giambi.
Yeah. Well, speaking about similar-ish time period, which Yankee fell short of beating Babe Ruth's home run record of 714 with 696 when he retired in 2016? Was it A, Mark Teixeira, B, Alex Rodriguez, or C, Derek Jeter? I remember this season vividly.
What year was that again?
2016.
2016.
Yep.
Fun fact, do you want to know... Actually, you know what?
Give it after you show the board.
Let's get to the answer first.
There we
and
go.
Then I'll say
Yep. Show the boards.
A-Rod.
A-Rod. Perfect. An A-bomb from A-Rod.
And the Yankees have a 2-0 lead.
All right. What was your fun fact?
The fun fact was, A-Rod kind of retired in the middle of that season. Teixeira did the same thing weeks later. But you want to take a guess of which player took A-Rod's roster spot the very next day?
Aaron Judge.
Bingo.
And a week later.
Yep. I remember that.
Took his roster spot, and then Judge and Tyler Austin, they go back-to-back in their first
Dude,
at-bats.
that was crazy.
Nuts.
First of all, any player who gets a hit or home run on their very first at bat is super exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Some players, it takes a couple at bats just to get used to it.
Yep.
So.
Monumental. Absolutely. And it just goes to show you where everything's gone since then.
You do that, you'll never forget that.
No, and that sticks with you.
That's like your first at bat, and you get to mimic your imagination of playing baseball in the backyard with your dad going to you.
That's exactly it right there.
You know what's another thing, too, going back to the record things? You know what the average life of a major league player is nowadays?
No.
In terms of their career, I'm assuming, right?
Career, yes.
Oh, okay.
3 years.
Yep.
That's the average.
Really?
Yeah. So some guys, because I was looking that up, because I got one of the MLB video games, and I seen players that I never heard before. So I looked at them.
Yep.
Yeah, they only played like 2 years, and that's it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so...
That's crazy.
Because I remember a little while back, they were talking that DJ LeMahieu got 10 years with Colorado and the Yankees, and they were saying he got 10 years, and they were talking how average players 3 years.
That's
I was like,
nuts.
wow. I was like, wow. That's not very long.
No wonder I don't recognize a lot of people.
There's certain benchmarks that guys hit too, depending on how long they've been around. Like I know one that is, I think if you hit the 10-year mark, you get a lifetime pass to any game for free.
Ooh,
I think that's a perk from MLB.
That's cool.
But a lot of them too are like you have to stick around for X amount of years, and then it like contributes to like lifetime health care, stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
So you have to hit like benchmarks throughout your career. Like the most
solid
for the nerds of the game. To become a free agent in Major League Baseball, you have to reach 6 years of service time. And it's like the first couple of years of your career, like the first 3 now, it's basically the team controls how much money you make. They just get to say to you, like, okay, we're going to pay you this much right now. And then after 3 years, you get to go to arbitration, which that's another 3 years. And arbitration is where the player says, all right, I've played this many games, or I played this many years, I've had this much success, I think my value is blank. And then the teams will go, well, we think your value is blank.
That's probably what happened with Soto.
To an extent, I mean, the Tigers just did this with Tarek Skubal because Skubal's going to be a free agent at the end of this upcoming season.
Okay.
But he just won a massive arbitration case. I think he applied for $30 million. The Tigers, they were very far apart on it. He won his case, and he's going to get his money now. But arbitration in baseball is notorious for getting really ugly between teams.
Okay.
A lot of the times, teams and players, they'll want to like try and avoid it because it can get that bad. Where it's like, say, player A says, I'm worth $20 million. The team says you're worth 15. You try and come in the middle, be like, okay, can we settle at like 17.5? Like, just kind of make it even for everyone so you don't have to go through the process of arbitration, how ugly that could get. But some of them notoriously get so bad that it makes players go, all right, when I'm a free agent, I'm going to remember this. And fun fact, Skubal did the same thing that Tim Lincecum did years ago when he had an arbitration battle with the Giants. And Tim Lincecum brought his 2 Cy Youngs to his arbitration hearing. And it was just like, yeah, I got these. What do you have to say against me getting paid what I want? And apparently, from what I was reading recently, Skubal had done the same thing, and he didn't even have to take the Cy Young Awards out of his backpack to have won his arbitration case. But
love it. Cool. All right. Right now, we're on question 37. We are getting towards the end of the round here. When did the Hudson Valley Renegades become a New York Yankee affiliate? Was it A, 2017, B, 2019, or C, 2021?
Oh, I got a good thing to talk about this one.
Oh, I'm excited.
Go ahead.
Well, still need he's figuring it out.
it's fairly recent.
And hence why I chose fairly recent dates.
Duh. Obviously, I forgot the name of the category that we were in.
Yep. 2017, 2019, or 2021.
All right. I don't feel very confident, but I'll go with this one.
All right. Show off your answers. C and C. You guys are both correct. 2021.
So in 2021, actually, the whole minor league system changed a lot.
Yeah.
So what they did was, let's pick the Yankees since we're talking about them. Their minor league teams were all scattered all over the United States, and that's with every team. But now in 2021, they brought the teams closer.
Yes.
So the AAA team is in Scrafford's Rail Riders, I think.
Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders.
Rail Riders, right.
And then AA, it's...
in New Jersey. It's not in Trenton anymore.
Yeah, it used to be Trenton. It's Somerset. The Somerset
that's it. Thank you. And then now, now in single A, there's two sections, the high end and the low end. the high end now is the Renegades.
Yep.
And the low end is in Tampa, which is Giant Storage in Brenner Field. But
I think the low end used to be the Staten Island Yankees.
right. And then some teams have some leagues in Caribbean and Dominican Republic, but Major League teams change their minor league systems. Like, I remember I went to Las Vegas in 2015. I went to a minor league game out there, the Las Vegas 51s.
Yes.
That was the AAA for the Mets.
Right.
Not anymore. Now they're in Syracuse.
Right.
Oh.
So everyone's closer.
I think the
to each
51s,
other
isn't
now.
that the Dodgers affiliate now?
I don't know, but they're not called the 51s anymore. They're called the Aviators. now.
Gotcha. Okay.
Aviators,
But also a lot of team names change their name as well.
Yeah.
And if you ever just look at a map, I always found it interesting how the whole United States, minor league teams are almost everywhere. And their names are so interesting and unique. Like, there's one called the Trash Pandas. There's
The Trash Pandas is fun.
There's another one. I know that because
That could be the Renegades as well. All the raccoons.
in my league, we have a team named the Trash Pandas.
Amazing.
We had a rival against them.
Amazing.
There's another minor league called the Lugnuts.
Nice.
And then just crazy weird names. So I always found it interesting.
The Yankees won in general. We just said the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. Like, one, what's a rail rider? And two, and unless they changed their mascot, it was like a porcupine for however many years.
Was it?
Porcupine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a porcupine. It's just like very.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I know why. So one of the big things about like rail riders, well, first of all, like those are the people like making the railroads.
Yes.
But then when it came to the porcupines, hedgehogs, and animals of that variety would always dig holes under the holes that the rail riders would create.
Okay.
Yep.
Look
See,
at the
I
big
got
brain
it.
on Connor.
I knew something today. See, maybe I could have actually done this. I'm more than just an iPad, guys.
I want to see if I'm going to check out that stadium next year. I got a cousin of mine who's getting married actually out there
sweet.
in Stratton,
Oh, sweet.
and it's got to be right there. So
I went to a
Nice.
game last year with my family. Really nice experience.
Is it?
The
Okay.
ballpark is nice, very modern. And you get to see like the Yankee talent.
Is it?
So
Cool.
and it's like you got to think AAA too. Like that's
The next level.
Yeah, that's you're one step away. So this is where you still got a lot of the guys that like can still play in the majors. They're just waiting for like their next shot.
Yep.
But then you've also got like the top prospects that are like they're biting and gritting their teeth. Like, just give me that call.
I'll have to check it out if I'm down there.
Dude,
It'd be
you gotta-
stupid if I didn't.
Let us know. Let us know.
I will. You got to wait a year, unfortunately.
It's all good. It's all good.
The ride's not long. It is a long ride, but it's not a bad ride.
It is.
So
It is.
funny enough, I went to a what was it? The Norfolk Tides game for a bachelor party once.
I believe Norfolk is the affiliate of Baltimore.
Yes, and that was in Virginia. Phenomenal stadium, phenomenal game. Had a great time. But then the other one that I wanted to mention, I forget the name of the team, but it was in Wilmington, Delaware, and a buddy of mine lives there. And he was like, "Hey, dude, you want to come out to a baseball game? We got this minor league team." It's like, "Sure, let's do it." Guess who they were playing? The Renegades. So I'm all decked in Renegade stuff, and we're winning by a lot.
The Renegades?
Renegades.
Oh, nice.
So I am just this terrible person off the third base line, just like in all Renegade stuff. And my friend is like, we don't know him. We don't know him. We don't know him. We don't know him. But it was a great memory.
I did that once. I went to a Brooklyn Cyclone game, and
really?
me and my fire department, we did another trip, and we went there, and we're the only ones cheering for the Renegades.
Did they win?
No, they did not.
That's a
so-
shame. No, like the game that I saw, they were dominating. So like it was bad, and I got worse as the game went on. All right, here. Let's see. Question 38. In what year did Robinson Cano, Russell Martin, and Curtis Granderson become the first trio in MLB history to hit 3 Grand Slams in one game? Was that A, 2008, B, 2011, or C, 2013? Alex was very quick on this.
Hey, you know what? Can I activate this?
Oh, you were going to activate it?
Did I?
Absolutely. Dan, you are not allowed to answer.
All right. Well, I'll leave my answer just to.
All right.
Right or not.
So, that being said, Alex, show off your answer. What is that?
2011.
2011 is correct.
That was we were down that game too, and we came back. I remember that game.
Wow. That's cool that you remember that so specifically.
Some games you remember more than others.
Yeah.
Amen.
So-
And that's definitely one of them. That's one to remember.
I was at a game earlier this year. It was Yankees-Cubs. It was early in the season. And it was funny because it was the game that Cody Bellinger hit 3 home runs. And he missed out on a 4 home run game because Kyle Tucker robbed him of one. So I would have been at a 4 home run game if it weren't for Kyle Tucker robbing Bellinger. I think it was in his second at bat.
That's crazy. All right, then. So, with the block being played, Dan, you only have 2 more questions to use that block if you care to use it.
I knew the end was coming up.
Yep. So, here we are. Question 39.
Quick score update.
Quick score update. Dan, you are currently at 35. Alex, you are at 33. So it's a 2-point game.
Ooh.
2-point game. And we have 2 questions left before the final wager. All right. Question 39. Before Garrett Cole played for the Yankees, Cole had a historic season in 2019 with the Houston Astros by accomplishing what? Was it A, most no-hitters in a single season? B, recorded 10-plus strikeouts in 23 of his 33 starts? Or C, most hits for a pitcher in a single season?
Going to be using this now.
Oh, he's putting it in. All right.
I'll show my answers to see if I was right anyways.
All right, so only counts for Dan if he gets it right. Dan, show off the question.
B.
It was B.
That's what I picked, yep.
It was B, and it was just, that was a year where the
He held a lot of records that year. That was just the only one that I could easily put onto a question.
Yeah, the Cy Young came down to him and Verlander, and they were 1-2 on the Astros that year, and they both had phenomenal seasons, but I thought that Cole should have won the Cy Young that year because of that just insane stretch.
Yeah.
Can you believe he's back with Detroit, though?
I love that. I honestly love that.
All right, guys, this is the last question. And Dan, I know you said this earlier. It's like, oh, how much editing Connor's going to have to do? Yeah, unfortunately. I was going to keep a lot of this, but I'm pretty sure we're getting close to an hour 45. So
Could we get the unedited version?
I'll send you the unedited version. Without a doubt. Without a doubt, I will send that your way. That is not what's going to air, though. But that being said, question 40. Which Yankee won Rookie of the Year in 2024? Was that A, Austin Wells, B, Lewis Gill, or C, Will Warren?
The answer, he did really well.
Show it off?
He surprised me, yes.
Luis Gill.
Yes.
Amen. And there you go. And that is question 40. The final category is baseball movies. So I purposely did not say some things when we were having that conversation earlier.
You were trying so hard to hide it, weren't you?
Yep. However, Angels in the Outfield is by far one of my top movies.
Gotcha. Okay.
That is legitimate. That is 100% true. But I did withhold some information. So that being said,
bring it on.
That being said, write down your final wagers. Do not tell each other first. So write down your wagers. Dan, you have 37. Alex, you have 34. This is how much you're wagering. This is Final Jeopardy style. Alex, you have something?
I'll go all in. Screw it.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh, all right. Known for an incredible run of 3 back-to-back-to-back baseball movies, this actor is considered the godfather of baseball cinema.
Can I do a spelling check?
It does not have to be perfect.
Okay.
I'm not sure about the spelling either, so thank you for asking that. Now I don't care if I got it.
I have to. I gotta look it up now. I know.
No. You're not doing that. Again, spelling doesn't count. If you're close, it works. All right. All right. Show off your boards.
Kevin Costner.
Kevin
Costner, absolutely. Can you tell me the movies that he was in, the 3 back-to-back?
Well,
this doesn't count for anything, but I'm just curious.
The most notorious one, of course, is Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams.
Bull Durham.
Yup.
And was the other one The Natural?
No.
Good try, though. No, For the Love of the Game.
Oh,
that's the one I forget.
That's the one he threw a new perfect game with Detroit.
Right.
So, that being said, we got to look at the final wagers here. See how it turned out. So, wagering it all, Alex had 34 points before. So that brings him up to 68. Is that enough to beat Dan?
Great score, Bud.
Dan had 37 going into that. Did he wager enough?
Did you?
Dan did. He wagered 35 points. He is the winner.
I kind of Price is Right at you.
Yeah. 35 points. Exactly. And with that, Dan is the winner of our baseball trivia and the winner of the Juniors 2 gift certificate. $20 for any day at Juniors 2. Grab yourself some wings, burgers, drinks, or whatnot. Make sure you come out to trivia night Thursday night, 7 p.m. at Juniors 2 in Poughkeepsie off the Dutchess Turnpike. Dan, here you are.
Before that, I got to give you a fair handshake because that was a fantastic game, Bud.
That was incredible. Yes, you guys were so neck and neck the entire time. You 100% knew your trivia. It was a riveting game the entire way around. But guys, thank you so much for being here. Let me shake both your hands.
Thank you very much, brother.
Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully this is not the last time that you guys see these guys on camera. I would love to invite them back.
I would love to come back.
Absolutely.
Dude, this was so much fun. I will do this for, even if it's not a sports or baseball or Yankee related thing, I'll come back in and do this again 1,000%.
Absolutely. We'll make it a thing. We'll definitely bring you guys back. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Of course, we'll be doing the next Walsh Whiteboards next month. We're trying to make this a monthly series. Again, as always, I'm Connor Walsh, and I'm glad we got to spend some time. Thanks so much, y'all.
See you.
And play ball.
All right.
And that's a wrap on this week's episode.
Much love to our sponsors this week: MHA of Dutchess County, Foam and Wash Car Wash, Juniors 2, Council on Addiction Prevention and Education of Dutchess County Incorporated, Dayrock, Locks That Rock Hair Design, A Touch of Naples Pizza and Pasta, Dutchess Beer Distributors, Feldman, Kleiman, Collins and Sape LLP, Attorneys at Law, and Walsh Valuation. Thank you to our Walsh Wednesday All-Stars, all of those who have generously contributed to the Walsh Wednesday 2025 Fund Drive. You can see the list of names on screen or in the description of this episode. And of course, thank you to our Walsh Wednesday Warriors, Jim Robinson, John Newhall, Meg BOYCE, and Jenna HESS. These individuals have pledged $100 or more to Walsh Wednesday for 2025, either through the GoFundMe or our Patreon.